An independent psychiatrist has assessed that former MP Raeesah Khan did not suffer from any significant psychiatric disorder which would have impaired her ability to speak truthfully in Parliament or before the Committee of Privileges. The assessment was done on 2 occasions, last Friday and Monday.
My assessment, based on the brief that has been provided to me, was that during the times that Ms. Khan spoke in Parliament on 3rd August, October the 4th, as well as 1st of November 2021, as well as when she spoke at this Committee of Privileges on the 2nd and 3rd of December 2021, she did not suffer from any significant or material dissociation during these times. I also like to say that during this period from August to November 2021, she did not suffer from any significant psychiatric disorder that would have impaired her ability to testify or speak at such sessions as required for me to assess.
Tan Se-Hui tells us more about the exchange. Se-Hui, how did the notion of Raeesah Khan having a psychiatric condition come about?
So the notion came about in an earlier session with WP Chief Pritam Singh. He had suggested to the Committee of Privileges to call on Ms. Raeesah Khan to receive a psychiatric evaluation because he says that she may have lied in her WhatsApp messages due to dissociation. But as you've heard earlier from Dr. Christopher Chok from IMH, she apparently does not suffer from any psychiatric disorder. In fact, he said that it could be bad judgment rather than her suffering from a psychiatric disorder. And he says that it's normal for sexual assault victims to suppress their memories. So let's take a listen to the exchange between the Committee of Privileges as well as Dr. Chok.
Do you think this trauma that she went through as a result of the sexual assault would still have some effect on her whenever she the incident is being raised, when she think about the incident, such that she would it would affect her decision making on the incident? For example, when she decided to lie to the Parliament on 3rd of August that she accompanied a sexual assault survivor to the police station when she did not in fact do so.
I think that when a person undergoes a traumatic experience, it would be naive to think that it has left absolutely no mark on the person. However, on the speech on 3rd August, I've been made to believe that this was a prepared speech. It wasn't something. The anecdote that she has mentioned was not said on impulsively in Parliament. The speech had been prepared already, and she had known that that was an untruth. So, in my opinion, she did not dissociate, or there was no psychiatric disorder that would have influenced, her ability and her soundness of mind to write that speech and to deliver that speech.
So, Ms. Khan was also called to give more evidence.
Yep, that's right. So Dr. Chok, he adds that Ms. Khan does not suffer from multiple identity disorder. And he says that sexual assault can be one of the most traumatic experiences a victim can undergo. And so he says that Ms. Khan is totally... even though she may be emotional, it does not mean that she has a psychiatric disorder. Now, Ms. Khan has said that having used mental illness is it's stepping out of the line, and to discredit her using mental illness is extremely out of line. Let's hear what she had to say.
The impression that I got, at least, from the testimonies of both, in fact, all three, Mr. Faisal, Ms. Lim, and Mr. Singh, was that you were very emotionally affected and unable to have a conversation on this issue. Again, can you give us your account of that?
If I was not able to have a discussion on this issue, then why would I have been left on my own to make a decision as they have claimed, which is not what happened. Yes. And to use mental illness as a way to discredit someone, I think, is extremely out of line.
Now, Ms. Khan says that mental health issues have to be approached sensitively, and he says that using this mental illness as a way to discredit someone really pushes back the progress on having to move the mental health movement forward. So this is something that she has to say about this whole exchange.
So Hui, thank you for that update. Tan So Hui with the latest from the Committee of Privileges hearing.